Welcome to the Tone Jerks
I
podcast.
am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me.
On my birthday death. Is that what he says? My birthday deathbed?
Birthday deathbed. And then, I am. And then, fucking, like, that's what we need to hear. I don't even know who sings that.
I'm keeping it in. Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower. With me today, we got
Kyle McIntyre. That's who I am.
How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
It's going all right.
I asked you a question right as you're taking a sip. And I'm like, it's like somebody asked you a question as you're taking a bite of food. I'm like, you can't just be like.
It's like, or like when you have your headphones on, or you just, people leave you alone. That's like, you just hold the drink by your mouth all the
Yeah. So you can't ask questions. Well, no, I mean, that is like a big plus of having just AirPods.
You're still
in.
talking to me. I got headphones on, dude. Don't you understand social cues?
Well, yeah, I have AirPods in, so it's always people like, trying. I don't know. Stopping you at like a Vaughn's or whatever. Oh, can you sign this petition? Oh, I'm selling these, and like, even kids.
How about you sign this?
Yeah, you do that to a little girl for selling Girl Scouts. Oh yeah, how about one of these, you fucker?
Yeah.
I was like,
you want me to be fatter? You just
Fine.
get in their face.
Give me the tag.
Look at me. Yeah. Look what Samoa's did to my life. Fucking made me extra large and fucking not in charge, apparently.
So, but
what?
You just have headphones and just
traumatize a child.
Headphones and you just zoom past people. You're like, oh yeah, oh no, I'm good. When somebody's like, hey,
I'm on the phone.
Yeah. For that's a move too. Like, oh, I'm on the phone.
Sorry, I'm listening to porn.
Yeah, just somebody comes door to door. I'm sure you don't have a lot of that where you are.
We do.
Really?
Oh, and occasionally. Usually it's after like a big fucking storm because they're like, oh, fix your roof.
Yeah.
Oh, do this. Yeah. I hate that. I just pretend I'm not home.
Yeah, you could do that.
Have the TV running, which is right by the front door. It's like, fuck off. I just like put my hand through the freaking the window right by.
You just turn it up louder.
Yeah. You are listening to porn.
Yeah.
And just like, you just turn that part
up. That's
Or,
always just a wild thing for me. Like, I'm not saying I don't watch porn, but I'm like, who would watch it on like a big screen?
Big ass screen.
Like on a TV or even on a computer. That seems kind of, for me, I'm like, all right.
We have like those high rise apartments where people like pretty much you can see into people's,
Yeah.
I was at San Diego. You could see into people's apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they're watching a movie in there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a movie by the colors I can see on the walls. I'm like,
well, and then TVs are so fucking big now that I'm like, wow, I can see that from the intersection here. I just look up. I'm like, I was watching football. All right.
Yeah. I remember we'd walk along La Jolla Shores or whatever. Not the shores, I guess, but the La Jolla Cove, and people had their TVs there running. I'm like, you're watching football. I can see everything.
Yeah.
You're watching The Notebook, dude.
You watching it?
Watching Ryan Gosling. I like Ryan Gosling. He's a really bad actor, but pretty boy.
He's a hunk.
He's
nothing wrong with
fucking
a
hunk.
Nothing wrong with a hunk. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, hunks aside, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Not a whole lot, bro.
I think it might be a shorter episode because I'm kind of right there with you.
Yeah.
I have my note here is allergies. I feel like shit.
Make sure if you forgot, allergies make you feel like shit, right? Put that. Make a note.
It's like dry as shit out here, and it's getting colder, which is nice. But it's like the fact that it's dry as shit. It's like my nose. Like okay.
Yeah. I guess
my nose is all stuffed up and just like booger city, bro. No.
I came off of a double,
a
double weekend basically. So working solid, only having like 2 days off in between. Mm-hmm. So like 14 days basically, and then 2 days off between. Then another, not 14, but I had asked for time off at the end of the second week.
Yeah,
and I was like, perfect. Like it came in just clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I needed it. My wife flew. My wife. She flew San Diego for work.
Yeah.
So she's in your stomping grounds.
Oh yeah.
But I took off the day to take her there because she was leaving at like 2, and it would have been like a nightmare to work until like 11 or not even like to 10, and then drive, and then so it didn't even. It's like this is like an hour or more, you know. So I'm like, it's like a 3-hour thing just to do that. So
yeah, it's like an hour and a half out to the airport, hour and a half back.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. So I always take the day off, and then I'm like, if I'm taking this day off, take the next day off. So I've had 4 days off.
I got some.
And then, I'm gonna do all this shit. I'm gonna get all this stuff done. I'm gonna do some cool stuff around the house, and then
shit.
I did nothing.
Well,
I have wet clothes in the washing machine. Actually,
you just leave them in there. And you're like, yes, I have to wash
put them in today.
I have to wash them in today.
Yeah. I put them in this morning.
You ever done that where you washed it, left it in there for too long? You're like, I think it's fine, and then you dry them and they stink.
Oh, no, because I'll smell them right away when I pull them out of the wash. I'm like, yep, these need to go another round.
It happened a lot when I was a teenager in high school, just not getting it,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, just did it. I'm like, I'm at school. I'm like, I fucking stink. I'm the fucking stinky kid. God damn it. Well, this is this is me for the next 4 years. The fat, smelly kid.
The intro to that Who song. Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
The fucking shitty fucking smelly kid.
Just not getting like style at all. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't wear basketball shorts to school.
Oh, that's the best. That was the best.
Yeah.
Flip flops and basketball shorts.
At my work,
I don't.
Yeah.
I
have. Like
I'd only wear. I had like the ones not the ones that went in between your toes, but the ones that went over like your foot, over the. I wore those whenever my feet. I would have like a skin issue, or like my skin would just rip open on the bottom of my foot. I'm like, cool.
Wow.
My skin was so dry it would just break. I'm like, cool. And yeah, actually, it still does that every once in a while, but I know what not to do now. So, like, I would walk through dirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't wear shoes. I walk out in sand or dirt or whatever, and then my skin would just like, oh, we don't have any more moisture to, your skin's going to rip like toilet paper now.
Oh, God.
Like thick skin would just crack. I'm like, it was very painful.
That sucks.
So I had to wear, like, a bandage on the bottom of my foot with, like, stuff to keep it moist, so it would so it would be flexible enough, and then when I got home, let it dry out so it could heal. Sucks.
Yeah. Well, at my work, it's like, in the like dress code or whatever, for I don't know, for the job, I guess it's like it says like you can wear shorts but not athletic shorts, and to me I'm like, why not? What's the big fucking deal? Wearing basketball shorts in a stock room? What's the fucking problem?
Yeah, in the stock room it doesn't make sense, but
yeah. And so to me, I'm like, yeah, I mean, just don't wear anything with like holes in it, or like, and you'll be fine. I say that as in my jeans have holes in I blew my ass out of my jeans.
Hell yeah!
So I gotta retire those. Because
I blew my ass out. Let me show you.
Yeah. And so I'm like, God damn it. I had to
Made it sound like you blew your nose and your ass blew out too.
I've done it where you sneeze and fart at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Cough and fart. Combo.
Or like you're sick and you sneeze or you cough. You're already on, got diarrhea on the fucking, might as well let it go.
Yeah.
Sit on the commode.
And just use sneeze and
just use it to clear out. You gotta be careful though. You might prolapse if you're sneezing.
Yeah,
sneezing's pretty crazy. How violent it can be. Sometimes have you ever tried to hold back a sneeze?
Yeah.
God, it feels like someone punched your inside your brain.
Or just like when you can't, you're about to sneeze. I think this is a Dane Cook bit where he's like, people do it like you're transforming into a werewolf or whatever. It's like, leave me, or whatever. But it's like sometimes you do it and you're caught. You're like, I need to sneeze, I can't do it. And people are like, look at the sun, and I'm like, ah! My eyes.
You're not supposed to. Yeah, you're not supposed to look at the fucking sun. Look at like fluorescent lights. Yeah, not usually.
I mean, that's the joke. I just stare directly into the sun and go blind. Well, at least I sneezed. That's good.
Yeah, I got. Like that. Yeah. Cause detrimental harm to yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sneezing, fuck it. Try and hold it. I don't know how people have like hits you like little sneeze like, but I'm like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
It's definitely
nuclear.
Yeah, definitely the brewer. That's it.
Hot. Just a bomb.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I just remember the one drummer we had was like random, like the first time meeting somebody. He was just like, we were in there. He's like, oh, he sneezed. Like, oh, did you know like a sneeze is like 1/8 of like an orgasm? Or
I think he told us that, and then then we were doing like a photo shoot where like the photographer's girlfriend was there.
Yeah.
We don't know them. We just met them.
I think she sneezed, and he's like, "Oh, did you know?"
Yeah, yeah.
Sneeze is.
Did you know that? Yeah,
it's 1/8 of an orgasm. I'm like, what metric are you fucking basing this on? Like how good it feels, or like how whatever involuntary that? I don't know. What are you doing?
My thing is like you're gonna tell someone else's girlfriend that.
Yeah.
You don't know the guy.
Yeah.
He might just like, excuse me, dude, you talking to my girl about orgasms?
But he
fucking kick his ass.
He was non-threatening, really. He was a small little guy. He was an adult, but he was a teenager. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
I just like looked at him like, oh fuck. Yeah, no, like I broke the tension. I was like, first I was like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? And then I was like, well, in that case, achoo. Just like,
yeah.
That's how, yeah.
And then, yeah, you on your feet there.
Just in case, if it was gonna be an issue, I was like, I'll be the fucking clown here.
Yeah.
Even though it was cool,
yeah.
I was like, let me just throw. I'm like, I gotta be the funny one. Yeah, I gotta steal the fucking show.
I gotta be the star of this picture.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But so what are we talking about?
I don't fucking know. Orgasms or something?
Yeah. Sneezing.
Pause. We gotta take a pause here.
Pause. But yeah, anyways, I'm like, probably, not a whole lot of what's new for both of us, but yeah, it's like,
I mean, I got stuff but no one wants to hear about my fucking gun acquisitions or new things I got.
Just
no one gives a fuck.
Just being bad with money. It's good.
Mm-hmm. That's what this whole room represents, basically.
Yeah. You would never have a gun rack?
No, I put them in the safe.
Okay.
I have one that I made. I made like a gun rack that goes above like the door for a rifle.
Yeah.
But I did go shooting. I guess I took a bunch of guns to go and shoot. I should say this sounds more professional. I went to the range, not the driving range.
Yeah.
You don't drive at a driving range. What's the deal?
Yeah.
I met some coworkers.
And then the unspecified amount of guns. How many did you take? A shitload.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I did bring a shitload.
Mm-hmm.
I brought like 3 pistols, and like probably 5 rifles. Because some of them I haven't shot yet. So like I was trying to either in the new configuration I put them in, but I did get a new bullpup rifle, which for you, Brian, I'm trying to think how to describe a bullpup. It's basically a shorter rifle, but all the components are kind of squished together.
Okay.
So instead of having like the stock at the very end of the rifle has almost no components in it, it's kind of all merged together. Okay. It's like the cankle of the gun world. It's like that doesn't help at all. You're like, you just picture this fat ass leg.
You're
like, all right.
Just a fat ass leg in a pair of Osiris's that is blown out to where it's like rolled over on the side.
yeah. Perfect. Like that's exactly what a bullpup is.
Those fat guy shoes where it's like, how are you have feet on the to the left of the sole?
How are you spilling out of that?
Yeah. In a pair of basketball shorts.
Yeah. Basketball shorts or Dickies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got a Tavor X95.
Yeah.
So, if you, since you care so much. Anyways, I got it. I was sitting at a store for a while, and it was like, dude, I looked at it. The price was really good. It was like a third of what people are selling them for. And again, I think I've showed other guns that I bought at this store that it's a hunting store. So that's why I stopped there, because it's really, I'm not a hunter, right?
Yeah.
Not yet, at least. Maybe never happen. But they have good deals on guns that aren't for hunting. Like someone sells it or it's co-signed at this consignment, right?
Yeah. Well, hunting seems
just trying to get rid of it.
Like a cool idea, right? Because you're like, oh, cool, I can, kill and get my own food and da-da-da. I'm more of like in control of this and da-da-da. But then you're like, oh, wait, there's so much more involved. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start to be like, I'm sure you're like,
acquiring the gear for it it's like with guitar, I'm sure, where it's like, oh, I have to play this thing now?
Yeah. Or it's like, now I have to get meat off this thing.
Yeah, and now you're responsible for you shot this animal, all right? Poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to butcher it. You have to you have to actually know what you're doing too.
Well, and then it's probably comparable to fishing, but fishing is usually a lot easier to take it somewhere and just clean this for me.
Yeah.
And then you get the meat for it.
You can do that out here. There's places that will process the deer for you or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing's got to be 100 fucking pounds or more.
Oh yeah,
imagine
more than that. Some of these are
lugging that shit that you're like, oh, cool. God damn it.
Yeah, why did I do this? That's
literal dead weight.
Yeah, so I'm not. I'm not to that stage yet because I understand
be the best fucking steaks I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and most of the hunting is fucking waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not good at that. I'm not very patient.
Yeah,
So
where you get a Steam Deck.
What was that?
Get a Steam Deck while you're out there.
Yeah. Game Gear, just fucking play some Contra.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I got a new rifle that I wanted to shoot, and I changed out a lot of components on it. So it's kind of one of those things where you get a guitar and you upgrade it before you even play it for the first time. If that makes sense. I've done that with guitars, but I did this totally with this rifle, where I was like, oh, I'll change the charging handle and I'll change this and I'll add this and add this component. And, it didn't come with this, so I'll add that or whatever, just to make it a better gun.
Yeah.
And it worked great. And I had it all taken apart. Like, it's different than an AR, where an AR is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, the parts are interchangeable. So it's like, you have a pin that holds this thing, you poke it through, and it all comes apart. With this gun, it was like a fucking puzzle. It was like, I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit, there's 8 different types of screws, and this holds this, and this holds that together, and this fucking thing has to get pulled out before this comes out. I'm like, God, I was getting all frustrated. I had to borrow a tool from a coworker of mine. Mm-hmm. Because it fit perfect. They had a specific tool you had to use to remove the barrel.
Of course.
And anyways, fired it. Was great. It was fun. We were at this range with probably 20 other people in the line, and we were the cool guys with the bullpups. People were like, I could hear them because with the headphones. Yeah, I know.
I'm the cool guy.
Yeah. We had headphones, like the ear protection, but I can hear people talking. Okay. So I can hear 4 or 5 down. The guy's talking. I can hear him. That's a Tavor over there. Yeah. So that's a bullpup. So they're actually, he's talking. I'm like, while I'm shooting, And then some other people are talking behind me to the people I'm with. They're like, "Oh, what is that? What's he shooting? Is it what caliber? That thing's really loud." I'm like, while I'm just like, I'm not mag dumping, but I'm just like, trying to hit the target downrange. And I'm like, my fucking cool dude over here. But my coworker also has a D4 and he brought his, so we were fucking cool guys.
Yeah.
And then also, Jason was shooting other things that were eye catchers, like MP5s and stuff. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like the bad guys, it's the gun that like they slap it and it loads, it charges the handle. He's got one of those. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Would you ever want to get like a revolver? It seems kind of
cool. I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, I've thought about it.
It's more just like kind of like
they're just
not
harder
practical,
to shoot,
right?
Yeah, they're not.
That's also cool.
There are. There's a couple I'd like to get, but there's one I'm reading. So I'm back on this book series too. I'm on to like the 6th book of the Terminal List.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like Harry Potter for like I don't know, dudes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not dudes. Anyways, delusional dudes.
They're like, I
could have been in the military, but I would have probably punched
for
you
dudes who want to steal valor. That's who it's for.
I don't think so. It's a good story, but he talks about he's really into the gear.
Yeah,
so that's what's cool about this author is he like talks about not only like the guns and the ammo, but the stuff the guy uses.
Yeah.
Like his shoes, even his pants. He's like, it's like a fucking ad for everything.
You're like, oh shit! You just added to your to buy list. Your wish list. You sent it to Santa Claus, aka your wife.
He talked about this revolver. It's the Mosin Nagant or Mosin revolver.
Yeah,
which Mosin is like it's a Russian design. The rifle, I own one, but they have a revolver. I'm like, that's pretty cool. It's like different than other revolvers where you have to hold the revolver a certain way, or you can have like shards of metal go into your hand.
Oh.
Like you have to do with a revolver, you have to do cup and saucer.
Okay.
You can't hold it like this because when the bullet exits the actual cylinder, it shaves off a little bit of metal as it goes into the barrel because it's disconnected. There's a little gap when it leaves because you know how a revolver looks, right? It's got that revolving cylinder, but it's actually not connected. There's actually a gap. So when it goes from one part to the other, there's rifling that starts off and it can shave off. So you just get shards straight into your hand if you hold it wrong. So you had to hold it like this.
You can't just do one-handed. Like
or you could do that too, but you're not really gonna hold. You're not gonna hit things.
Yeah.
But the Nagant has it's a sealed chamber, so it's actually between. I shouldn't say Nagant. The Mosin. It's a sealed chamber between the revolver and the actual barrel. Yeah. So I hear you can suppress them, but I don't know how accurate that is. That's in the book. He suppresses this revolver, which is like you can't suppress revolvers because they have that gap also.
Yeah.
Anyways. But I got to shoot suppressed guns, which is cool. I've never done that before. I mean, I did shoot a rifle a little while, but I got to shoot like pistols. I got to put one on my pistol, which is so cool just to try it out. You know, my buddy was there, so he was in control of the situation. I don't know how it works, but anyways. I don't know, legally. I had the suppressor. It's cool. Got to shoot.
So what are you, Deadeye? What are you doing?
I'm pretty good, dude. I haven't, but I can't shoot that. Like these are small ranges. I would like to shoot farther. So I also got to try out my AR-10. So we sighted that in, and pretty good actually. But I couldn't get my AR-10 to cycle. So AR-10 is like an AR-15, but it's a bigger caliber.
Yeah.
So it's like
5.
What I noticed is that my freaking beard, it would get freaking stuck in between, where the gun sits, right here on my chest, and every time I'd fire, pull hair out. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know, guys don't have fucking beards like this.
What, guys can't have fun anymore?
Yeah. What the hell, gun? Why are you being such a bitch all the time?
I thought this was America.
Yeah. Me being a stupid fuck. So I got a sight in the AR-10, which is really fun, but I was really frustrated because I couldn't get it to cycle correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So it would, I have like an adjustment you can make on it that'll send more gases, down into the gun to cycle it, and it was ejecting the rounds but not picking up the next round. I was like, God damn it.
I always have a problem getting gases and ejecting.
Oh, yeah. Failure to feed all the time. Yeah, you look like you have a failure to feed.
Yeah.
That fucking gun of yours.
That fucking gun of yours.
Yeah. Gun.
Top gun.
That fupa. Fat upper penis area.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was like the whole day. Like I set aside all these guns the night before with ammo and everything I needed to go. And then I had a coworker who was picking me up. He picked me up. We went across Austin. It was like an hour and 30-minute drive to get to this range.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent all day. Like I got home at like 4 o'clock, maybe 5.
That's like a day's worth of work where you're just going.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, I'm fucking tired. I've been standing all fucking day.
Yeah.
Shooting things. Anyways, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was expensive. Just to do that.
You
like
look at the
every
bill.
Time you
Fuck.
Stuff I've bought, like ammo I've bought over the years.
Uh-huh.
Just every time you pull the trigger, you're like, yep, 50 cents, $1. All right.
You just have like one of those adding machines.
Yeah. Yeah, dude with a green visor in my head.
In the back of your mind.
Hey, but isn't there a guy like that in The Mask?
The Mask, yeah.
That dude. Slow down, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess that's kind of my what's new. I mean, there's been other things, but I'm gonna bore you to death. I mean,
yeah. I mean, mine's.
I've been playing Black Ops. I mean,
yeah,
that's one thing. Hold on. Shut up. Shut up.
Are you killing it in that game yet, or what? Because last time we talked, your computer situation was all fucked up.
Oh yeah, I've been playing. It's been smooth sailing.
Okay, good.
But I suck at this game.
Why?
Sometimes I've been able to make it to like top 3, but most of the time I'm bottom, fucking bottom.
Just bottom
these
games
because I'm a fucking bottom feeder, dude.
Yeah.
These people play these games
like it's their job.
Yeah.
Some
so
of
like
them might be.
Yeah. Well, okay, I don't know exactly how the ranking works. I haven't really looked it up, but you have let's say it's 1 to 60 or something, your levels.
Yeah.
And then when you get to a certain point, you can start over again and start 160, but that's prestige 1. And you get to 60 and then you go again and that's prestige 2. But there are people that are already like prestige like 6 or something. Prestige 5. I think that's what the highest right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I have a job where I need to make money to afford this house. I'm like, holy shit, I haven't even made it to the first one.
Well, it's just a difference between like casual gamers.
Yeah, I was saying that too. I'm like,
okay.
I suck.
There's probably like a teenager either like living at home or making money off Twitch or whatever. You're like, God fucking damn it.
Well, I'm friends with some people.
Yeah.
And I can see their prestige level. I'm like, you're prestige 3. What do you do all day? And then I'm thinking, because these people, they play this game, but then they stop playing after, I think they probably make it all the way to the prestige. I'm like, what do you do the rest of the year?
Mm-hmm.
You just like blasted it out right away. You're like, oh, and then like, what do you do the rest of the year? You just,
they move on to the next game.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't see these people pop up. Because I guess I don't play I haven't played Black Ops in a while, I guess. Or I played Cold War. This is similar.
Yeah.
Black Ops Cold War, I think. I don't even know what number that was. But when they announced Black Ops 6, I'm like, did I miss Black Ops 5?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that game. I think a lot of people don't. But I've been playing Battlefield.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watch these people. I'm like, how the fuck? I'm getting wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked. And, yeah, I don't know. That was really what I wanted to say. Is like these people have way too much time on their hands. But some of these people, I know that they're in their like 30s or 40s.
Okay.
You know, 'cause I've talked to them before. The people I'm friends with, you know, but I haven't played with really anyone. Tried to, but like when it first started, like it was kicking people, and I tried to play with Clark Griswold. Yeah, but it wouldn't work. It would kept kicking me, and anyways, that's really it.
Yeah.
That now you can proceed. God damn, so rude.
I've been gaming too.
Oh yeah,
I'm a gamer, dude. I'm drinking my gamer juice, Bud Light Platinum.
I've been seeing a lot of Zelda. Did they update Zelda recently or something?
They got a new game, Echoes of Wisdom, that came out last month or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's where you get to play.
Is it the same style?
No, completely different.
Okay, well, I've been seeing like the Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, that's great.
And people have been I guess they're, I don't know. I keep seeing. I saw it before, like where people were not hacking, but like definitely taking advantages of like things,
little glitches
like
or whatever,
the vending machines, glitches or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw, you know, they're up in like the top tier or whatever, the sky, whatever it is, and there's like a dragon flying below them.
Yeah,
and they like shoot 3 arrows, and it like goes, one hits it, and it's really fucking far down.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, 1 hits it, and then they jump. 2 hits it, 3 hits it, and then it like, and it falls. It falls out of the middle tier down to the bottom tier or something.
Yeah.
So then they fight it down there on the ground. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, you have to have like I don't know. I mean, that game is fun, but so you got to be like probably hundreds and hundreds of hours in that game, which I do.
Yeah.
I think I probably have like 200 hours in that game.
It's like a 4-headed dragon or something.
Yeah, 3-headed.
And then you got to shoot each head.
Oh,
I'm like, that's too much work.
Good game.
That does not seem like fun to me.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. You don't know what's cool, man.
I need instant gratification. I need to blow my load as soon as. I got 10 minutes. That's it.
10-minute game. Yeah. And
yeah.
Then you get back in there.
You know, that's pushing it.
But yeah, no, their new game that I just got was the Mario Linguini. It's a Mario and Luigi game where it's like an RPG.
Yeah.
For baby RPG. Primo. That's good. It's fun. And these games, they make it fun.
Baby time.
Where I just like put on a podcast, listen to it, and I'm like, all right, we're grinding. Just to level up. When I get to a boss, it's fucking easy as shit. And I'm like, God damn, I'm so good.
Yeah, God damn.
Well, yeah.
What the hell am I doing in my life? I should have been a game tester.
I was talking.
Remember that was like a job?
Well, I mean, yeah. Always as a kid, I want to play video games for a living. I'm like, you can't do that. I'm like, and then people do that now for a living.
Sounds lame though. I mean, I've talked to people. Sounds like work.
Mm-hmm. Man, I have a buddy who works for Sony in San Diego.
Yeah, I had a buddy who worked for Sony too,
and he's
always bitched about it.
Really, he likes it. Yeah, he worked for.
Maybe they changed the way they do things.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I get to either test games or kind of just work on whatever. I'm like, oh, you get the new Final Fantasy? Yeah. Stellar Blade? Yeah. I'm like, what? God damn it!
You guys didn't fix the patch. Still can look at porn on the PS6.
Yeah. But I'm like, it's a fun game, and I
finished in 10 minutes. You guys need to work on that.
You need to make these games hornier. Why isn't Tifa more jugged up? From Final Fantasy. Anyway,
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a fucking issue. Patch that, please. That's a patch, and then you have an option jugged up. Yes.
Yes, please.
Extra.
Jugged. Yes.
Anyways,
I don't. That's so stupid. Cartoons that have fucking big ass fucking drawn tits. Come on, dude, grow up.
Yeah, that's terrible. I hate that. Anyways,
this is stupid.
But yeah, just playing that, and I was like, just texting with Andrew. He's playing it.
I need to get that mouse pad that has the you put your wrist on the tits.
Yeah,
that'll be tasteful.
That's so stupid.
The silicone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But talking to Andrew, not about that, but about the game. We both got it like
don't slander Andrew's good name.
Both got that Mario game day one. We're both like, yeah, this is sick. It's a game for kids. We're both playing it, and then like we're talking, and I'm like, we've never played a Switch game together. We have that ability to. We've been friends for a while on online friends, and we had that podcast that's on hiatus. we don't call it quits, but we both have a Switch. I'm like, oh yeah, we've never played games together. And then he was just like, do you have the new Mario Party? I'm like, no, but I'll buy it so we can play. I just need friends. I need friends. I have none.
Did you?
I would probably buy it this weekend.
Do it. God, he's waiting.
I know. And then I'm like, it's kind of cool. This sounds stupid, but I'm gonna say it. I was like, it's kind of cool that you can just play with people online, like your friends. I'm like, remember back in the day, you would play in the same room, and I'm like, oh, we can just play on our separate consoles. And then he's like, really far east, Canada. And then I'm like, oh.
Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could just play. I'm like, so I'm kind of actually stoked on that. This is silly, but I'm like, I want to play another baby game with a friend of mine. Because I have really no desire to play with like random people. But the idea of playing with your friends, I'm like, oh yeah, why haven't I ever done that? Like, I never fucking took advantage of that. I'm like, oh yeah, could have done Mario Kart, could do Smash Brothers, I'm like, that's a thing. Because I played Smash Brothers and I got all the characters, and so I was just playing, campaign mode or whatever the hell it is, not with people online. Got all the characters. I'm like, I guess I'm kind of over this. Could I play people online? And I just think about like, I would just get fucking killed. I would get fucking wrecked. That would not be fun at all. Some people with like online gaming, they're just so fucking good. Like playing, I played a couple Mario Kart like rounds with like people online. It's like, how are you? This isn't fucking fun. I'm at the very end. I'm the worst. I'm the worst person.
Yeah. No, that's how I feel with this. Mm-hmm. I'm like, how am I? I guess I play differently. I play differently. How's that? I play like shit.
I'm built different.
No, that's not what I'm saying, I guess. But yeah, because like I'll have like a really good like KD ratio. I'll have like 15 kills and only like less than half the deaths. So my KD is really good. Mm-hmm. But I'll have like the lowest score still on the team.
Yeah.
So you're not penalized for deaths in this game. I think Halo it does, but this game doesn't. And so you have people that might have 20 kills, which would be higher than mine.
Yeah.
But they have like 30 deaths. Like, you're just throwing yourself out there. That's why we lost.
Yeah.
That is why we lost. But I'm still the last guy on the losing team.
Yeah.
So I look like I have the lowest score. Like, I try and be careful and not get killed, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also not chaining them together.
Yeah.
I'm not like bam, 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 bam. I might get like 2 or 3 kills a life, but then I get killed. And I guess just play slower than other people.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm getting up there in age. Grandpa, move it. They know I'm fucking old.
You're like, hey, Sonny.
Hey, you watch your young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
I just instantly turn to a grandpa on there.
Back in my day, we used to have an Xbox.
The original. You had the controller that was way too big for your little hands.
Which was the style at the time.
It's almost like they took a molding of Shaq's hands and said, yes, this would be normal for a child to use.
A boy.
I want this child to have carpal tunnel by the age of 12.
Yeah. But gaming aside, we're almost done with the recording for our EP for Just In Case.
Nice.
It's pretty much just up to me. I gotta finish. So I'm bringing up the rear.
Come on, hurry up.
I have some vocals I gotta do, and I guess I have to practice singing.
Shit.
I don't know if it's also like allergies or whatever. Like I said, the air. I'm gunked up. I'm all gunked up.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like we were recording Brian and Adam's last vocals for the song. I'm like, okay, we're pretty much there. And then he's like, oh, cool. Well, Adam came with this part like for backgrounds that we haven't done live yet. We haven't played these songs live yet. So even in rehearsal, he's like, oh, I have this idea. Let's just do like a 3-note thing. And then Brian does one, and then I do the harmony on it. If you guys did that, that'd be kind of cool for like a bridge. And so I'm like, yeah, just, for me, it's actually 2 notes. I go the root. I go up like, I think a third, and then back to the root. But just that's it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's just like that. Just do it once. That's all I had to do. And I could not do it. I'm like, you could hear my voice. It's also, my voice was just like, I was like, you jump notes like, I couldn't get it.
Yeah,
like
you can't do smooth.
And I'm like, I guess I haven't practiced it. So I'm like, I am just kind of doing it in the moment. And we got to the point where Adam is like, hey, here, I'll just record it as a guide and maybe you could do it later. I'm like, yeah. Like, the polite way of just saying, God damn it, Gower. And I'm like, am I that out of touch with like my vocals? I just can't off jump, do something new. And I'm like, well, maybe because I'm, need some Sudafed or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
so
you blast that shit out of there.
Making excuses where I'm like, God damn it, Gower.
No, it's it's tough. I tried singing. I haven't sang in forever.
Well, it was also too. It's like, and now I'm making up more excuses. It's like, oh, recording day for Brian and Adam's vocals, and so I didn't even plan on it. I'm like, okay, got everything ready. I'm like, okay, cool, we're going. It's all right. Gower, why don't you try this? I'm like, what? Record scratch, and I'm like, oh God, and I'm like, I don't ever practice vocals. I don't ever practice singing, and that's really bad. We're talk about like playing more guitar and either using my fractal or my amp setup, or just kind of picking up and playing more because I'm just a bass player now, which I'm, confident in my bass playing for punk and for the band. I'm like, oh, cool. Getting more. Yeah, I play more bass than guitar. So, call them balls and strikes here. Trying to get, more guitar playing. And then I'm like, oh, what I don't do is my vocals. If we had like a really good show offer for playing, I'm like, oh, get back into doing that. I don't think I could sing those songs again off jump. I need like to blow the dust off, a little bit. I'm like, that sucks. And to me, I'm like, oh, just like grabbing a guitar and just singing. I'm like, I guess that's, I'm like, I should do that. There's no excuse. It's just being lazy. It's really easy to be lazy as a musician. Am I just, that's just me?
No. It's easy, especially if like you have changed from what you used to do to a band where you're not really singing as much. Mm-hmm. You might not be, oh, I need to think about that. Yeah. I'll just practice whenever we practice because that's.
Yeah. Like, as a bass player, you can kind of do that.
Yeah, actually.
And then I think about it. It's like, oh man, there was a time where I would just practice guitar. I would just get a click and just go, going through scales or doing like, some exercise with the pentatonic or whatever. And then even, doing it like, oh, eighths and then sixteenths and then, triplets and blah, 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 just get my timing better. And I'm like, I felt like I was like really like better. I was a better guitarist probably 5 years ago than I am now, I would say.
I know I definitely am because I've been doing my own stuff, playing more guitar.
Oh, you're better now at guitar than you were then.
Yeah.
I was better then than I am now.
Oh. Sorry.
Because I don't practice.
Okay.
So that's, something I came to terms with. I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, geez.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's a piss stain on my pants. I'm just like, oh. I can't sing. I can't sing. I can't play guitar. I can't do anything. God damn it. Yeah, so I gotta get back on that horse. So I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna pick up my acoustic and just start singing some of the old songs again, and then even just like I should practice the just in case parts that I need to do. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll.
No, you should. You could, and you could also. It wouldn't hurt to try and play older songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And then I'm like, yeah, and I just like I'm like, and then just to say it, I'm like, what am I just gonna grab a guitar and start singing and playing music? I'm like, well, yeah, no shit, dumbass. That's what you should do. With playing, I think we played at least like once or twice a week. Practice.
Yeah, we played a lot.
And I'm like, yeah, we just now like just in case we play once a week. Sometimes we have to skip or whatever. And then I'm like, man, there could be like weeks where I don't just pick up my instrument. I don't sing at all. So like, that's where I am. So more things. I'm like, well, that'll probably, And then I'm like, I got to find the time. And I'm like, well, I have the time. Just, stop like watching YouTube or put the switch down. Just, hey, it's a new year, new me. This is going to be my New Year's resolution. So I'll kick that can down the road till January. Why don't you practice? We'll do it in January. Did you ever just
I haven't played anything from older stuff, I guess.
Yeah. You ever like just sit play guitar and sing?
Sometimes I guess if I have a song idea in my head. Like definitely like I haven't done like a rock song in a bit, but there was a time where I was like cranking them out. I have, I actually have toot my own horn.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of those types of I have like enough for maybe even an EP if it was like final, it's not really that much. 5 songs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as I listen to them back, I'm like, they're not that great. Maybe 1 or 2 of them would be good. But some have lyrics, so I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yes, I do sometimes play and sing, but I'm not like giving it hell because I'm like just coming up with lyrics. I guess at that point, I'm just songwriting.
Yeah. There was a certain time I was actually like practicing at home and singing like for a performance. I'm like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad. I think I also used to do it when we had a studio too. A little bit more when we had our own studio. So I'd just actually go there and I'm like, oh, let me bring my acoustic and plug it up to a PA and just like, because singing by yourself and singing into a mic, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because you have to kind of know how far and stuff like that to be away. And I'm like, yeah. There was a time where I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like, kind of like those folk punk, players that do, like Frank Turner or Dave Hawes or something like that. I could do that too. And I'm like, well, really tried it, and I'm like, well, it's more fun to play shows in the band. Fuck it. So I gave that up. But yeah, I think it wouldn't hurt just to like, start doing that a little bit more. Because I'm like, really like, because in just in case, I'm like a background singer, and not on every song. So I'm like, whereas like playing, I was either the lead singer for a song or I was the backup singer. I was singing every song, and same for you. You're either the lead or you're the backup.
Yeah.
So every song,
not a whole lot of jobs. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's like so we're just like always singing, so your voice was always warmed up. It was always ready.
Yeah.
Game ready, But anyways, so that's me. I'm like, we're almost done with it, and it's just now me just getting my shit together. But we're got a little bit of time here for not really a topic. I was just kind of thinking like, okay, maybe we can kind of do something kind of like how we do on Patreon, which is like, I don't know, little mini topics, little mini questions, just shooting the shit. Yeah, I got something for your ass. What do you think about that?
I love it.
Let's do it.
It's easy for me then.
Okay, so I got I don't know, like little short questions or whatever, like little topics here, kind of in the vein of them ripping this idea off of a favorite podcast of mine. Are You Garbage? So those guys are great. They're always just
as long as you
like,
don't rip off of Big J Ogerson.
Yeah.
Okay. I just bring that up all the time.
Hey, you guys fucking? What are you?
Oh my God. Yeah.
So
That
this is like
never happens. No one's supposed to do that. Oh, it's taboo.
So it's a great show. Are You Garbage? It's like they have like sometimes listeners bring in questions and it always makes me think. So I'm like, always think of my own. And I'm like, oh, I could send it to them, or I'll just use it for my own podcast. So how about this one? So, when was the last time you got your car washed? Do you wash your car? That could be a question.
So, I was at like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I washed the Vic, and then immediately got bird shit all over it again.
Okay,
and then so I haven't washed it. But my work truck, I got a membership to a car wash, so I run that through every once in a while. But that's besides the point.
Is that like a requirement for your job? I guess that's like,
hey,
yeah.
I don't want to show up to a meeting looking like shit. I drive. I drive down dirt roads a lot.
It's a white truck, so you're like that could easily.
Yeah,
I know from experience, dude.
Yeah,
having a white truck can look like shit, which mine does.
So I have like a membership, and I haven't taken. So I got a new truck. I haven't taken this one in yet, actually.
So looking rough or what?
It's looking pretty bad. I gotta take it in because my tag was on the old truck I gave up. I haven't gotten a new tag for this one. So you drive through the automated thing and it like recognizes the chip or whatever in the sticker.
Yeah.
And so it lets you through. And I'm like, who am I gonna talk to if I need to get a new one? I'm paying for it. I need to get fucking through there.
Yeah.
So
you gotta look presentable there. And then but your car, do you have like a frequency that you go, or is it kind of just like when it looks a little shitty?
When it looks like hell. Recently it's rained and then the wind was crazy, so it just picked up all the dirt that it rained enough where it didn't soak the ground completely, but just your car, and then the wind was enough to just blow dirt around and stick leaves everywhere, and of course I'm parked under a tree, so I got bird shit, so it looks like it's just covered in dirt. I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't know that I just cleaned it not too long ago.
Yeah. So I would say for my truck, it's been over 2 years.
Yeah.
Because like the rain will do it, right?
Yeah.
Not really. We actually just had like some rain, and I'm like, I thought I was gonna wash my car. I'm like, there's still like, I don't even know if a car wash will do it. Like me driving through one, I might have to actually go and scrub the shit off of it. So what all that I do is like pumping gas, and I'm using that squeegee.
Yeah, to the window.
Windows. That's it. Windows. And then so now all the dirt runoff is like going onto the white.
You're not cleaning all the body panels and stuff with it too? No. Just give yourself a scrub down?
I might do that next time.
Scrub your tires?
Yeah.
God, there are people that do that and then put it back in and then you come by with dirty fucking water. It's not water, but yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, this truck, I'm like, I don't really care. It's not like I'm gonna get a car wash and be like, oh shit, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Bow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's people who like look like my truck because it's like they have a truck like that.
Yeah.
And I've talked about it on the podcast. I have like a truck delivery driver who's like frequent guy, like either like every week or every other week. He comes by, he's like, oh, that's your truck, right? I'm like, yeah. No, I got the F-150. He's like, oh man, those are great cars. I love them. He's like, I got one. It's like, and it's like, oh, you go to the, he goes to like, whatever warehouse or whatever he's picking up. He's like, oh, these young guys have all these new cars and all they're like $60,000-$70,000. It's like, I pull up in mine and it's like, still runs, man, still works. It's like, it's like, and then he's like, my wife had to get a new car.
It's like F-150 is like the most common truck, like literally in this country. I think they sell an F-150 every like 8 seconds or something.
Yeah. And then, but it's just
so popular.
The connection of
shit, you got an F-150? Me too, bro.
But it's also like, you can tell it's like, mine is not a new one. Like,
no, I know.
And then 04, and he's got an 06 or 05 or something like that. And then it's like we're boys now, you know.
So he's got just before they switched body style, I think.
Yeah, and then
to the square body.
But it's like people who have that same car. It's like, oh yeah, we're like do the Jeep thing, the thumbs up or whatever.
God damn it! So you bring that up. I was in a Jeep this weekend, and I noticed I'm talking to the driver, and every time. Highway's wide. I mean, it's not like a freeway, but it's like sometimes it's like there's a middle lane, so it's 5 lanes wide if you think about it with the middle lane, and he's still waving to people.
Yeah,
I'm like, we're driving 70 miles an hour in different directions, and you're waving at people. You're not like going down a country road where you're going 35 and you wave at them. This is like. I didn't realize he was doing it until I was talking and I look over and I'm like, oh, it's twice now he's lifted his hand off the steering wheel. And I'm like, I'm going to watch
just like
this.
people who are coming
Jeep.
his way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Waved to someone. I'm like, the fuck? It's a Jeep people are driving. Like, I don't own one, but it's so it's so stupid.
I've only known
he's got the ducks on his dashboard.
Yeah.
All right. Because people leave them on their car.
Yeah. Because you're supposed to leave that on another Jeep's car, right?
Yeah. So he has a bunch of. He has like 6 or 7 of them. It's really it's really his wife's car, right? But he's waving to Jeep people. I'm like, fuck! It's a Jeep thing. That's the whole thing. That's the meme. Yeah. It's a Jeep thing. Like you roll your car going 50 miles an hour down an icy road. It's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
But this thing could not go over like 70 miles an hour. It was like. I was like, I'm like, Christ! I was like breaking apart on re-entry. Just fuck. I'm like, all right, you know, it was like a Wrangler, not a lifted kit or anything. But holy shit, how do you fucking drive in this thing?
Yeah,
every highway here is like 70 minimum, like the freeways. We went on one that was 85, and he's like, yeah, there's no way I'm going up to there.
Yeah.
So we were just getting people passing us in Altimas and shit, just like Altimas with no muffler.
Yeah, you keep saying I gotta move to Texas. I don't think I could do there. You know, in my whip. I wouldn't even.
You go 65. You know,
low rise, dude. Go a little slower.
So, anyways, I cut you off, I think, on that. But yeah, Jeep people.
Yeah,
I experienced it firsthand. I did not wave at anyone.
I'm kind of thinking about doing that in my car. If I see a beat up old like F-150, old. I mean, mine's 20 years old. I'm gonna start doing the driving and be like.
Yours is the 96 through. Was it 96 through
2006?
Yeah, I think 2005.
Yeah, I do the wave. You used to do that in your El Camino. You see a classic car, and you do like
Yeah, and most of the time, if it was like, so this is what I was telling my buddy, because I noticed, I'm like, you waving at every Jeep driver? Yeah, well, you know, it's like, it's what I signed up for when I signed the lease on this, you know, it's like.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, I had El Camino, or I have the El Camino, but when I was driving it, waving to people, like in other classic cars.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like a class system. So like my car, if there's like a Mustang, Camaro, or those guys are in their own fucking world. They have their head up their own asses. They do not give a fuck about anyone else's car, no matter what.
They wipe their car with a diaper.
Yeah.
They have a Corvette logo on their chest.
Yeah, the Corvette guys are insufferable, you know. But yeah, you wave to them, they don't fucking give a shit, you know. So another like working man's car or whatever, like you see another like a freaking Plymouth Valiant or just something that's just like something. You wave to them, they're like, hell yeah, dude, we're bros. But these guys look down on you like because they realize that I bought that car. The guys that have those really expensive redone cars or whatever, new paint. Mm-hmm. They realize that I paid $3,000 for that car, have the almost same experience they're having with no AC, no radio, you know, but I paid $3,000 and plus a little more. They've paid 50, 60, 70 and are still, well, maybe I'll repaint this a different color. You know, they're suffering through the same thing.
Yeah.
But they're just they're elitist. Is
They're like
basically
70,
what I'm trying to get at.
70 grand in.
Yeah, and I'm like barely, $5,000 in with the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is kind of also goes with the whole car thing. So we talked about washing the car, but this goes with it. Do you have any dirty dishes in your car?
Not my. I don't think my personal car.
Also included.
Utensils.
Yeah.
Now I usually do paper plates if I'm leaving. So I guess with my work truck.
But are those also in your car?
No.
Do you toss them in the back?
I try and throw those away because I guess I park over a fucking anthill, and so I have ants that get into my truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God damn, I have to find another spot. I think. But
I have a spider hose in my truck.
Yeah. I have like red ants in my car. I'm like, all right. I've opened boxes before and there's ants. I'm like a nest. I'm like, what the fuck you doing in here? Like in the bed of my truck.
It's a whole anthill in there.
Yeah. Like with the freaking larva and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just open on the bottom of the box. Just like, oh, I didn't know this was a yeah. Take a picture, it'll last longer. Yeah. They slam it shut.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, right now I still have it and behind my seat because I know I had like coffee in like a metal mug. Okay. I finished it and just put the mug. It's a metal mug. It's like a camper mug.
Yeah, so like travel kind of mug.
Yeah,
so
but
it's not
not
like a ceramic mug. It's
not like, a ceramic mug, a metal mug for camping
kind of thing. Or whatever.
No lid.
Don't talk to me till I had my coffee kind of mug. Not one of those.
No, this is like a metal, like enamel coated mug, like the blue ones you see like camping, like a Sierra mug. This one, I just threw it behind. I know if something lands on it, it's not going to break. But it has no lid on it. So I was driving around with like, hot coffee.
What the fuck?
Lid.
You're risking it all, dude.
Yeah, it was great. And then I do have a Yeti back there too, and it's a metal mug, and it does have the cap to it.
Yeah.
So I was looking for it the other day. I'm like, where the fuck is it? I'm like, right, it's in the truck.
Well, these ones kind of count. I don't have any dishes, so no like bowls that I'm like trying to eat like cereal.
You're not ripping bowls back there.
Ripping bingers. Or like plates that I'm like, oh, let me eat something or whatever. I'll try and eat something if I'm jammed up. I'll like maybe eat like a wrap. Basically, you take one of those like low carb like mission wraps, shove whatever you can,
anything in there,
roll it up, and that's a
boom, ready to travel.
A food doobie, and you're good to go. You're hitting that thing. like a stuffed doobie, whatever the hell and you're just eating it. And then, which I haven't done, which I'm pretty sure I have. Maybe I have, but I'm gonna try it again this year. You can do a Thanksgiving doobie. You throw your mashed potatoes, you throw your stuffing in there, throw a little bit of fucking turkey and gravy. Primo, let's go. Oh no, and throw a little green bean casserole in there. Now that's your go-to meal. 1 minute, high heat on that fucking microwave.
1 minute
in microwave. Boom. Throw it in a fucking paper towel. We're going. Hit the road, baby.
Paper towel, not even a plate.
Oh no plates. Yeah, because I'm doing no fucking dishes. But I guess if you consider like I have my coffee.
You have paper plates at home?
No, I got it. But I'm like, no, you don't need that while you're driving because you're one-handing it.
No, I have to have a place for it.
Nah, I'm good.
The driving I'm doing,
yeah,
I'm getting tickets left and right.
Yeah, and my commute is not too bad. But so what I do have in my truck, in my glove box,
you gotta have napkins.
Well, I guess I kind of have those in my passenger seat, but in the glove box, I have a fork and a spoon, like not plastic. They're actual a fork and a spoon. And this is where
stolen from work.
This is where it gets gross.
Oh no! You just wipe it and throw it back in there. I knew it.
How bad is that? Is that bad? It looks clean, and then you throw it back in there.
Yeah.
Well, I make sure to get a good lick and clean off of it, and then
like a fucking dog.
And then I take the napkin, clean it off, and throw it back in. You knew I was gonna say that.
I knew it when you're like
so disappointed.
Oh my god!
What? I want
just do plastic. Just the next time you do to go or whatever, just keep the plastic. They do the
but
plastic fork with the napkin, the salt, and the pepper, and then they'll package.
Over here in California, you get a lot of the places have the option of no flatware. Because I'm like, I don't want plastic and adding, I'm trying to be more conscious over here. So I have my...
Yeah, don't throw it away. Save it.
No, because I'm going to use it. And then what am I going to do? Clean it? I'm going to throw it away. I'm doing the same thing with the metal ones.
Yeah, but think about how disgusting that is.
What's the matter with steel or whatever the hell they made it up?
Well, boys can't have fun anymore. You just come down with some rare illness.
Maybe that's why I'm sick.
Bacteria.
Could be why I'm sick. Because I use it at least once a week. Got a fork and a spoon in there. What's the big deal? I'm trying to help the planet, Kyle. Okay. I drive my commute in my fucking big ass truck, just wasting a gallon of gas, starting it up. Boom.
You rev it. Yeah, I'm revving it at 3:00 in the morning. Wow, 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 wow.
That's $5. Cool. So those are my, I guess, dirty dishes in my car. I do every once, I have my, I guess tumbler or whatever the hell it is for my coffee. Finish that before work. I finish it. Boom. Throw it in the back.
Yeah. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
That's I don't know, a metal one. And then I do have my smaller 18-ounce Hydro Flask. That's for my liquid IV. Get that.
Liquid IV?
Yeah, or liquid IV.
Oh. What's crazy is I like my IV when it's not liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Because liquid IV, it's already a fucking liquid, you idiot.
Oh, it's a brand.
Get me out of here. Pull me out.
From Liquid IV, promo code jerkoff.
No, it's just a stupid name. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I like it. I'm gonna try because I'm everything he does. I'm like, I like everything James Schrader does. So I'm gonna try his Liquid IV equivalent. But I'm like, I like it. It's like Gatorade, basically. You just mix it with your water. So I have that, and then if I'm doing that before work, I'm like, boom, throw it in the bag. So I'll leave those in there for maybe a couple days. And then I'm like, I get them. I'm like, oh god, holy shit. But as far as dishes, not really a whole lot. I guess except for the fork and spoon. I probably should clean those.
Yeah.
I don't think I cleaned those since before summer.
God damn.
Nah, I mean, what's the big deal? I guess it's
a long. That is pretty gross.
Yeah, wipe them down. The more I say it, the grosser it gets. You're so fucking disgusted.
I just can't. Yeah. What else is? What's on there? So I know there's I used to eat food that was left out. Okay. Yeah. I don't do that anymore.
Because you got sick.
Yeah, I got sick a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah, I as I say that, and I'm like, I mentioned it on the podcast, so I need to be. You got to do better, Brian. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and wash them maybe once a week, once a month,
once a year, maybe. You just keep spreading it. Once a quarter.
The thing is, I could take them into my work because we have a full-fledged kitchen in there.
Yeah,
I could just. And then put them back into my backpack, and then just every day.
You could just also steal the flatware from there too. Just revolve it.
Yeah.
Just drop it in the sink when.
Yeah. No. That's another thing too.
You're a dick.
I don't even want to wash it.
You leave it for someone else to do. It's been baking in your car. And you're like, well, let me just drop
somebody
this.
else
Let me let it soak.
Somebody else clean. Yeah, always gotta let it soak. Oh shit. Okay. No, that's pretty good. We only got 2 in. I don't know. Yeah, let's that was fun. That was like just 2 random just question topics. Let's bring it in for landing. What do you say?
Let's do it.
The thing is, I have a list of like another like 10 or 15.
Save them.
So we'll do them for next time.
Stretch.
Yeah. I mean, we're the gear, guitar topics and stuff like that. But sometimes it's always something to do. Doing something a little different. It's always all right. So let's bring it in for landing. But I just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow us on the social media. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks. We're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. Join that. Both of those are linked in the description. And then if we're on YouTube, we're posting the episodes, the videos on here. And there was a update to Zoom, and I'm hoping that the quality of the video is going to be better. They said, "Oh, hey, we're doing HD now." Thank you for like us charging you $3 extra a month. But hey, who knows? Either way, we post the videos on YouTube. That's just me pitching. We post the videos on YouTube. So if you want to watch the podcast, check it out over there. Give us a sub, give us a dom. And if you really like what you hear, you can support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And then there's some weeks that we miss on the main, but we don't miss.
No, we never miss.
Yeah, we always hit.
We're always the best. We never miss.
Yeah. But we hit it over there on Patreon. So we do have more Patreon episodes on the paid feed over there. And you can now get that on your Spotify app, catcher, whatever. I know it's like kind of a bitch to like jump between 2 apps for your podcast. You can get it all on Spotify if you're a Spotify gal or guy. So making it easier for you. So just for the sport, we wanted to give you all a shout out. A sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
All right. Why don't you give it to...
Anyone ever seen the bottom of my neck before? I looked up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Neck beard.
Yeah. My wife, sometimes she's like, I haven't seen your neck in so long. I'm like, you'll never see it again. Not with that attitude.
She has a knife. I've never seen your neck before.
Jesus, get away from me.
Oh, shit.
We got Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and Synth Project Red 4. Abe Newman, Michael Newman, the Newman brothers. Newmans. Newman squared?
Oh, yeah.
No. Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn. The Nicholases.
Yeah. Nikolai.
The Nikolai. Doug King, Joe from the Like Mind Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Surprise Me podcast. It's like so disrespectful to read it that fast, actually. Yeah. It's like, God, get me out of this one. Joe from the Like Mind Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Surprise Me podcast. I have RJ Smith from Teletalks, Televised Neon, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Tides, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Denny Whacked It.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful story. Short story.
Just having a big dick and jerking off, you're like, hell yeah.
Makes me want to have a cigarette.
Dudes will see that and say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just having a big piece on you.
Damn, I wish I had a big ox. Wait, what?
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, I'd have a big ass cow. Zach Hale, Eric Merrill from YouTube, Instagram, and the Movie Podium Podcast. I got Scott Hamilton from the FX Loop Podcast. Got Matthew Fenslaw, Matthew Davis, the Matthews.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chase Stevens. Pete from over there, and Keaton Myrick.
Oh, yeah?
Myrick.
Hell yeah. All right.
Myrick.
We will. We love you. Kyle, I love you. We will see you next time.
Oh, bye-bye.
I'll give you the Jeep wave.
Oh, fuck. That's exactly. God damn it. Get me out of here. Pull me out. The simulation.